Good afternoon. Welcome to the annual election of officers for the Oakdale Grove. The Arch-Druid, John the Verbose, acting as, or the incumbent I should say, is overseeing the tallying, and the votes are mostly official. We have one that will have to be reworked. As the votes were tallied, we have 3 votes for Johann Sycamore Bear as the Bard, and 1 vote for Ross. Therefore, Johann will be retaining his incumbency. For the office of the Preceptor, it was unanimous with 4 votes for Courtney. And for the Arch-Druid, the incumbent John the Verbose, our Grove founder, was elected unanimously, 4 votes to none. However, where it gets interesting is the office of the server, where it's kind of a mess. We have a vote for Ross, a vote for Daniel, a vote for Athena, and a vote for taking turns, which means we have no clear winner or decision for office of the server. There will be a further announcement from the Arch-Druid, but from what I've understood, there will be a bardic takeoff of this, where each of the candidates will show their democratic wares and tell us why they are best suited for this post of server. And at that point, there will be another election, I would assume, for that post to clarify. And at that time, we will have a full slate of officers. This is Johann Sycamore Bear, the Bard of the Oakdale Grove, the RGNA, signing off with your election results.
Thank you, Johann. Hello, I am John the Verbose, the recently re-elected Arch-Druid of Oakdale Grove of the Reformed Druids of North America. And for the first time in the history of Oakdale Grove, we have a 4-way tie for the office of server. According to the Book of the Law, chapter 1, verse 10, it states, "And third among them shall be the server, who shall be of the first order of the Druids or higher. And he or she shall assist in the Arch-Druid insofar as she or he may be called to serve." And this is a very important and noble role, that the server transforms the mundane into the sacred. They are in charge of ritual site setup, altar setup, preparing the waters of life or the waters of sleep, depending on the season. They're also the flame keeper, and they would assist the preceptor as well. In the event that there is a tie and no one concedes, the de facto Reformed Druid custom is for the candidates to hold a bardic duel against each other by means of, but not limited to, poetry slams, song, dance, pageantry, or other forms of entertaining antics in the presence of the Grove Fellowship. The Fellowship assembled casts the tie-breaking vote by intensity of the cheer and applause the best candidate receives. In accordance with the spirit of the Reform, this replaces the archaic practice of trial by combat. And with that in mind, Oakdale Grove will have to arrange a time before the Tide of Samhain to either hold a public gathering with social distancing or meet online to accomplish the same. There are also 2 or 3 ballots that have not been received at Oakdale Grove's address, which is P.O. Box 28821, Oakdale, Minnesota 55128. So the ballots came pre-stamped and pre-addressed with a return envelope. So if you haven't mailed yours in yet, please do so by the 60th day of 4 of the 58th year of the Reform, which corresponds to Tuesday, September 29th, 2020 of the Common Calendar. To receive updates and event information, please be sure to follow and turn on notifications for Oakdale Grove social media pages. This has been your news update from Oakdale Grove of the Reformed Druids of North America.